YouTube? Welcome back. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about the Buffalo Trace Distillery. I'm going to be talking about the 7 bourbons I have collected so far out of the Buffalo Trace Distillery. I know it's a lot more, but don't worry about it. I'm still collecting. I'm still growing my bourbon bar here at the house. So stay tuned as we will be trying one of these special bourbons out of this distillery so that I can kind of give you guys a little bit of oversight for you who may not have tried this bourbon here. Thank you. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Baggers and Bourbon. I'm your boy Cam, and on today's episode, we're going to be talking about bourbons. And most importantly, the Buffalo Trace Distillery bourbons that they some of the bourbons that they make coming out of that distillery. All right. So to name a few that I have that come out of Buffalo Trace Distillery, right here we have the Colonel E.H. Taylor single barrel. Mind you, it's a bunch of them of the E.H. Taylors that they do make, but I only have 2 of them. We have the Colonel E.H. Taylor small batch. We got the Old Taylor Kentucky straight bourbon. We got Eagles Rare. I got the aged 10-year one. I got the Blanton's single barrel. I got some of that Stag right here. And of course, I have the Buffalo Trace Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. So in the state of Virginia here, they do allocated releases, right? So it's not like every other state that you can just walk in an ABC store or whatever, your local liquor store, right? And grab a bottle of one of these bourbons off the shelf. Here, it's literally, you sign up for the notifications and it's basically random. They're random drops. So whenever you get the notification, you got to look at it and then you can go to your nearest ABC store if that's the one that you're near having a drop, right? And hopefully you make it there on time or in time, not going to say on time, but in time because they go so quickly, right? A lot of times you get in there, sometimes in the state of Virginia here, they do have like some of the same ones. So like every time I typically go in there, they always got the Eagles Rare 10. They always have the Buffalo Trace, and they always have the Blanton's. But the Blanton's is the first thing gone. Like, it is always the first thing gone, no matter what's in there, right? So I was lucky on on 2 drop occasions that the first one I got was a single barrel, right? We cracked that the other day on the show when I had my boy up here. And the next one I was able to get was a small batch, right? And normally when they get these drops, they only get about 6 bottles of the E.H. Taylor. Right now, I'm hunting for that Weller's, right? So I really would like a bottle of Weller's. So if you guys and you got in a different state and y'all watching my show, hey, look, man, if y'all come across a bottle of Weller's, man, look out for your boy. Ship me something, I can, send you all the information to be able to ship me something or whatever. Let me know the price or whatever. Hey, bless your boy. But this right here, when I cracked this yesterday, I could literally instantly taste a sweet taste like when I first sipped it. Like it was very subtle. It was very mellow. It wasn't very overpowering, but it was actually a great drink. It was an awesome drink, And what I found was it paired well with a good cigar, right? So I was smoking on what was I smoking on? A Java. I had a Java mint cigar that I was smoking on the other day that I paired with it. And I mean, the well-balanced flavor between the bourbon and the cigar, it was awesome, right? Only thing that I was missing, I would say with that, man, was a steak. A nice steak, man, would have set the whole thing off. That would have set the vibe, set the mood, right? But hold on, give me a second. Let me go on and crack this good old cigar right here. And most importantly, to you cigar smokers, you can't be out here with a little boy lighter, man. I mean, to fire these things, you got to have a good lighter, a good torch. That's the most important. You can't be out here trying to light one of these sticks with a little bit. No offense to Bic, but hey, you gotta have something that's spitting flame. You know, most importantly, a torch when it comes to these things. And I just be trying sticks for real. And this thing, I mean, it's a Superfly by Oscar Valladares, but this thing pull and blow good, man. It pull and blow good. Yeah. V-cut always. I got a nice V-cutter too, so always use these things. This one right here came with a lifetime warranty, so they'll always replace this. All right, so back to the bourbon talk. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to taste one of these bourbons that I haven't opened. Of course, I done already opened the single barrel. I done opened the Eagles Rare. I done opened the Blanton's, and I done opened the Buffalo Trace, right? The only thing that's left unopened is the small batch EH, the Old Taylor, and the Stag, right? Out of what I call the house of Buffalo Trace, well, the Buffalo Trace Distillery, right? So what I'm going to do, let's see. I'm going to crack the Stag. I'm going to crack the Stag. Right? And we going to taste the Stag. Let's see if we can get this thing open. Yeah. I ain't got no nails or whatever. All right. Finally got that, we got that good old Stag open. Let's see. Let's give this thing a try. It's subtle, it's mellow, and I can kind of taste it's kind of like coffee beans on the back end, like a small coffee taste almost. It got a little sweetness to it also. So, like I said, this right here, my first time ever trying some Stag too. So, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, I sit here and I drink Stag or whatever every day. Nah. This is actually my first bottle of Stag. And, you know, one of my coworkers, they were talking about it at work. He was like, hey, man, you got to get you a bottle of Stag, get you a bottle of Stag. And luckily, like I said, I saw that Stag sitting on the counter and I grabbed that Stag. That Stag is pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty good drink. And it balanced out well with a nice stick. Pretty good. Very damn good, man. That bottle is damn good. But, like I said, I don't have a lot of them. But like I said, I'm getting into collecting them, and I do know that the Buffalo Trace Distillery has a lot of bourbons, right? So my next trip, I'm going to be taking a trip out to Buffalo Trace. Like I said, I might ride the Harley, man. My buddy, we might ride our Harleys out there and take a look at that distillery, and then I'll actually do like try to do a live shoot out there at the Buffalo Trace distillery. You know, hopefully I could talk to someone or interview someone out there at that distillery, you know, just to kind of bring the culture. Like I say, since my YouTube channel is called Baggers and Bourbon, I want to bring that feel to this channel. Like, I actually want to go out there to the distillery, ride the Harley out there, you know, talk to some of the guys, you know, and try some of the different bourbons that they have, but also pick up some of the bourbons that they do not have here in the state of Virginia, or that they don't have here on the regular, right? That they don't have in stock, that they only do on allocated releases. I can go out there and just get a little bit more of what we don't have here. And that way I'm able to give you guys a little bit more insight and more reviews on what I think. Like I say, I'm not no, what do you call them? A person that has all the knowledge about bourbon. No, that's not me. But like I said, this is just only my opinion on what I think are good drinks. Now, out of all of them, what of these right here, what I think is a good drink, hands down, it's going to be this single barrel, man. And I've been drinking bourbon for a long time. And this E.H. Taylor single barrel right here, I think, man, is very subtle. It's a great taste. It goes well with the smoke. Even though the Stag is a good drink, Blanton's is a good drink. Buffalo Trace is an awesome drink. But I just think right here, this E.H. Taylor right here is like, it is all time. Now, the drop back, I still haven't opened the Mitchers. I still haven't opened the Henry McKenna, even though that is by a different distillery. And I have, you know, I tasted the Heaven Hills. That's decent. And of course, him right there is always gonna be my go-to. He always gonna be my go-to. That's gonna be old faithful. You know, wherever you at, I don't care what bar you in, what state you in, what country you in. Jack Daniel's gonna be sitting on that bar. Jack is gonna be sitting on that bar. You know, but like I say, that there, I'm always gonna drink that. You see another one over there, that Bottle and Bond. That, you know, right there, Jack gonna always be on my shelf, you know. But god damn, Stag, you drink good, boy. You drink good. But always, guys, I know this channel is called Baggers and Bourbon, but please do not drink and drive, whether it's in your automobile or whether it's on your motorcycle. Do not drink and drive. Always practice safe measures when it comes to this. And remember, this is the channel where the rubber meets the road, and the bourbon, of course, the bourbon, hold on, is essential for the soul. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure that you click that notification bell at the top to keep getting videos every time I upload something. And thank you for the growing support. You know, I started this channel not even a month ago, and the way that this channel is starting to grow and my ratings are starting to pick up, I appreciate you guys. So, until next time, thank you. And we out.